Okay, today we're going to talk about bonds. And bonds are, a bond is a contract between two companies or a government, because companies or government need to borrow money from investors. So that's what a bond is. When companies or government need money and they need to raise money, they sell bonds. And another things, bonds are securities that you can buy and sell similar to stock, but unlike stocks, they represent a loan to a company or government agency, not ownership in an organization. Like other loans, bonds pay interest over time. On the other hand, stocks can pay dividends as a way to return money to investors. So there you go, people. A bond is, you invest your money. You the investor, and the person that issues the bond is the company or government selling you these bonds, and they pay you interest over time. So what it is, you're giving them a loan. You give them your money, they give you a piece of paper. That's what it is, a piece of paper. Consider a bond, guarantee that most likely he's gonna pay you back. So there's good bonds and bad bonds, right? And the good bonds are great bonds, and the bad bonds are high yield bonds, right? The high yield bonds means that it's riskier. They are riskier because they have a low credit score, because they also rate these bonds, the company or government's rating, just like a credit score. So the grade A bonds are more likely to pay you and not default, because they have a good credit score. And they grade these bonds by credit, credit value. So the gray bonds are less riskier, but the rates are low and the bonds is higher. And then the high yield is the opposite. The rates are high and the bond is low. So you need to check it out, what's you want into and what's more beneficial for you. But it's preferred that you talk to a bond specialist, because there's all kinds of different bonds out there. So in a bond, you don't own any shares of the company, unlike stocks that you buy and you own a share of the company and you get paid dividends. And bonds, you don't get paid dividends, you get paid by interest. The longer you hold your bond, because it has a day, on that due date you recover your money with interest. So that's what. So when the stock market is up, the bond fluctuate, the bond's interest is low. You don't get no money. But it's the stock market is low, the bonds make more money and you recover from that. So your interest rate payment is higher. So that's all what's involved, right? When the economy is up, the stocks do good. When the economy is down, these bonds do better. That's why most people buy bonds. But it's not for everybody, but it's risky. But if you want to know more about it, you look into it. I just told you, little details about it, between a good gray bond and a high yield bonds. Remember, the good gray bonds are the good bonds with good credit score, and the high yield bonds are the ones that got bad credit score, and they're more riskier to default on your bond, because you the investor, you invested money in the company or government, you have lent them money. This is what bond is all about. Bond is, they give you a bond, a guarantee that they will pay you for the money you lend them, and they will pay you interest. So you giving the company or the government a loan out of your money so they can continue doing business. But it's rich and everything. So you look into it. I just gave you a little tutorial on it so you can get familiar with it. So it's all kinds of bonds. So with that, I'll let you go and you think about that. There's more different ways to invest, but that's one of the simplest ways. And not so risky with bonds.